अभी आपको लिए चलते हैं ओआईसी वज़राए ख़ारजा कॉन्फ्रेंस, जिसमें इस वक्त नायब वज़ीर आज़म मोहम्मद इसहाक डार खिताब कर रहे हैं।
In this vibrant city of Istanbul, my heartfelt felicitations to Brother Hakan on Turkey's assuming the chairmanship of the 51st session of the OIC Council of Foreign Ministers. Let me also express our highest appreciation to the government of the Republic of Cameroon for hosting the last Council of Foreign Ministers and for their leadership during their chairmanship. Pakistan expresses sincere appreciation to His Excellency Hussein Ibrahim Taha, the Secretary General OIC, and his team for the outstanding work in advancing the OIC objectives for the meticulous preparations for the session. Excellencies, this meeting is taking place at a very crucial time and against the backdrop of unprecedented challenges being faced by the Muslim Ummah. As we speak, millions continue to be subjected to unprecedented suffering in the occupied Palestinian territory. Several OIC member states are witnessing blatant armed aggression, long unresolved conflicts and situations of foreign occupation from Palestine to Jammu and Kashmir continue to simmer. Islamophobia, discrimination and negative stereotyping of Muslims are on the rise. The need for a collective, resolute and determined response to these challenges by the Ummah has never been more acute. Excellencies, in this backdrop, the theme for the 51st Council of Foreign Ministers, OIC in a transforming world, is highly apt and reflective of the developing realities of the current time.
मौजूदा हालात में आलमी सतह पर सबसे ज्यादा चैलेंजेस मुस्लिम उम्मा को दरपेश हैं, जिसके लिए वक्त की अहम जरूरत है कि तमाम मुस्लिम ममालिक मुत्तहिद हों। ऐसा कहना है ओआईसी वज़राए ख़ारजा कौंसिल से खिताब करते हुए नायब वज़ीर आज़म इसहाक डार का।
Millions remain displaced and entire communities and neighborhoods have been Palestinians continue unabated, with over 55,000 Palestinians, mainly women and children, martyred and even a larger number injured in Gaza alone. Millions remain displaced and entire communities and neighborhoods have been reduced to rubble. Life-saving humanitarian aid is being deliberately denied, along with targeting of humanitarian workers. Pakistan, being a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council, co-sponsored a resolution for immediate ceasefire in Gaza earlier this month, which was unfortunately vetoed. We demand an immediate, unconditional, and permanent ceasefire in Gaza, along with unfettered humanitarian access and accountability for Israeli war crimes. Lasting peace in the region cannot be achieved without allowing Palestinians their inalienable right to self-determination for a vibrant, secure, contiguous, and sovereign state of Palestine based on the pre-1967 borders and with Al-Quds al-Sharif as its capital. Pakistan strongly condemns Israel's unprovoked aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran in violation of international law and the UN Charter. Israeli aggression poses a great threat to the regional and global peace and security. Israeli aggression against Iran is not an isolated event. It is part of a dangerous and consistent pattern of multilateralism that Israel has been ignoring and militarism that Israel has demonstrated across the Middle East. Israeli aggression represents a dangerous escalation and is a serious threat to peace and stability, not only of the region, but in the wider world as well. We can all feel the ramifications of this instability. As a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council, at Iran's request, Pakistan fully supported convening an urgent meeting of the UN Security Council last week to discuss Israeli aggression against Iran. We expressed our full support and solidarity with Iran during the meeting. We have also supported various other initiatives on Iran, including its statement by the foreign ministers of a number of Islamic countries and in SCO and in IAEA. Excellencies, we fully support Iran's inherent right to self-defense under Article 51 of the UN Charter in response to the blatant and unprovoked Israeli aggression. A region recently witnessed another act of violation of the principles of the UN Charter in the form of unprovoked and unjustified military aggression by India against Pakistan. In response, we have no choice but to exercise our right to self-defense. By grace of Almighty Allah, we repulsed the outrageous Indian attack, downed 6 of their military jet fighter aircraft, and inflicted heavy damage to several of India's military installations. Unlike India's cowardly attack on our civilians, Pakistan only targeted Indian military installations in response. Excellencies, the high grateful to our friends in the OIC for their resolute support to Pakistan in the fight against this unjustified and dangerous Indian aggression. Pakistan is taking all necessary steps to ensure regional stability. However, the provocative and informative statements being made by the Indian leadership as well as India's unilateral and illegal actions, especially its decision to hold the Indus Water Treaty in abeyance, represent an intent to further destabilize this region. Every state categorical that Pakistan will not allow, and repeat, Pakistan will not allow India to stop water for other people. It will be treated as an act of war for Pakistan. Excellencies, the unresolved Jammu and Kashmir dispute remains the primary source of conflict in South Asia and a nuclear flashpoint. There is an urgent need for renewed and concerted efforts under the UN auspices to secure a just, lasting, and peaceful resolution of the dispute in accordance with the relevant UN Security Council resolutions and the aspirations of the Kashmiri people. We appreciate the strong, unwavering, and consistent support that the OIC has always afforded to our Kashmiri brothers and sisters. In line with the OIC's principal policy on the Jammu and Kashmir dispute, the visit of Secretary General Special Envoy for Jammu and Kashmir to Pakistan and India in April this year was another robust manifestation of the OIC support on the issue. We urge the OIC to once again condemn Indian aggression, implement the OIC action plan on Jammu and Kashmir, and support a just resolution of the Jammu and Kashmir. Excellencies, Pakistan has made immense sacrifices in the fight against terrorism. Despite this, its externally sponsored terrorism continues to inflict human as well as material losses to Pakistan. Groups such as TTP and ISILK operate from a neighboring territory with support from foreign hostile agencies, launching cross-border attacks against our people. These attacks are not isolated, but part of a systematic campaign of state-enabled terrorism. Excellencies, like in the past, we will take all necessary steps and strong measures to defend our people and territory, and we solely count on the OIC's solidarity and support in this regard. The OIC must call for accountability from the states that sponsor such violence, and the UN sanctions regime must be reformed to ensure fair and effective targeting of all forms of terrorism. Afghanistan remains critical to regional peace. Our seeks continue humanitarian support for Afghanistan and its people, unfreezing of assets and regional connectivity to restore stability. We remain actively engaged with the Afghan government diplomatically and have recently upgraded our diplomatic mission in Kabul to ambassadorial level. We also urge the Afghan government to fulfill its commitments on counter-terrorism and human rights, particularly respect for the rights of women and girls. Excellencies, the alarming rise in Islamophobia is one of the most pressing human rights challenges of our time. Pakistan has remained at the forefront of OIC's efforts to combat Islamophobia. In 2022, Pakistan adopted the OIC presented to UN General Assembly resolution that portrayed 15th of March as the International Day to Combat Islamophobia. Pakistan also remained a strong proponent for the appointment of the OIC Secretary General Special Envoy on combating Islamophobia. The appointment of Baran-e-Rehmat from Turkey was a landmark achievement in our collective efforts in Gambia at the OIC summit to counter the scourge of Islamophobia. The recent appointment of UN Secretary General's Special Envoy on combating Islamophobia is yet another relevant step in this regard. We welcome him to our meeting today and assure him of our full support and cooperation. The promotion of Pakistan will continue to see an enhanced role of the OIC on matters related to international peace and security. As part of these efforts, under Pakistan's presidency of the Security Council next month, we will convene a dedicated briefing to strengthen institutional cooperation between the UN Security Council and the OIC. Pakistan will also explore ways through which OIC can support broader UN peacekeeping and peace-building efforts. On the important issue of UN Security Council reform, the OIC member states must continue to call for adequate representation of the Muslim Ummah in any category of an expanded UN Security Council in line with the OIC's long-held position. Excellency, finally, the challenges we face are formidable, but our collective strength is even greater. Let us reaffirm our solidarity, deepen our cooperation, and act with unity and resolve to uphold the dignity, the rights, and aspirations of our peoples and Ummah. I thank you all.
तशवीश है, ईरान के खिलाफ इजरायली जहरियत की मजम्मत करते हैं। पाकिस्तान का ग़ज़ा में फौरी और गैर मशरूत जंगबंदी का मुतालबा। इसराइल ने आलमी अमन को खतरे से दो चार कर दिया। इसराइली इक़दामात आलमी कवानीन की खिलाफ वर्जी हैं, ऐसा कहना है नायब वज़ीर आज़म इसहाक डार का, जो कि OIC वज़ीर ख़ारजा कौंसिल से खिताब कर रहे थे।
शामिल करते ब्रेक,
देखते रहिए आज न्यूज़।